It's NBA. Philadelphia controls.
Substitutions.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. Missed his first. That one goes.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His team on top by 8. Here comes the screen. To Horford.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Shot from the lane won't go. Horford has a look. Wide open look won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Jaren Jackson. To Jackson. And it's rejected.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Brunson. Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Josh Jackson. And throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Simmons into the front court. Leads 4. Dwight Howard swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
They've got it back. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
2 for 2 on that trip. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Jones with it. They trail by 2. To Howard. The pass set it all up.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers call for time as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
Videos, interviews, and features. You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend the
Brunson to Simmons. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Runner here won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Josh Jackson to Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Wade. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Short jumper off the mark.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Jackson. Kyle O'Quinn with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Defensive foul to number 21, Tyus Jones.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Jackson. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now 4 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Simmons. Whoa, what a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The jumper's off the mark. To Horford. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Cruises inside for 2.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
To Valanciunas. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Number 17,
Philadelphia with the basketball. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Al Horford able to recover with the block. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
team foul number 3. That's the first.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Long key from 3/4 court. We're through 1 at the FedEx Forum with the Grizzlies on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on E. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. That's going to be out of bounds.
I got this down. Let's go. I got ball. I'm here.
Down for Smith. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Smith with it up top. His team up by 7. Josh Richardson with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Number 3.
To J.R. Smith.
Screen right.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, at JR, it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Memphis with the run.
I got ball. I got some for him.
To Kyle Anderson. Smith. Short jumper stays out. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Kyle Anderson. For 3. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Kyle Anderson sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Grizzlies at the controls right now.
I got ball.
To J.R. Smith. Trying to cash in. The shot missed by Smith.
My ball.
It was right there. Jones with it. They lead it. 4-point game. And scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Embiid. And that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Jones with it. He'll run the offense. Smith. Joel Embiid pins it. And they pounce. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Anderson. Sixers have it. Got it.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing.
Hey, the shot game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Memphis. Entering the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 9.
To Kyle Anderson.
Hey, right. Cut.
To Wade. Missed a wide open look. Joel Embiid. Can't connect. To Wade. Gets it in the left corner. To Kyle Anderson. 5 to shoot.
Back door.
From long range. That bothered Kyle Anderson. Well defended. To Horford.
Screen left coming.
Joel Embiid Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Wade. To Kyle Anderson. Can't connect.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Memphis, they've got it. To Wade. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Embiid. And a throwdown.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
To Wade. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Finish that. To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Flash at the controls.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Kyle Anderson. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I got ball. I got ball. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Wade. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Here comes the screen. To Embiid. Slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The assist from number 3, Dwayne Wade.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Here comes the screen. To Kyle Anderson. Dwayne Wade. To Kyle Anderson. That misses with 2 seconds to go. First half in the books. The 76ers have the lead.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after.
Hey, it's up game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions.
To Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Jaren Jackson to J.R. Smith. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot.
Bump him, bump him, bump him. Stop the ball, stop the ball.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
It's Grizzlies ball. Josh Jackson. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Jones with it. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Horford. Short jumper off the mark.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
Josh Jackson. Shot from the lane won't go. To Richardson for 3, and Josh Richardson knocks down a wide open look.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Horford. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw.
It's like practice.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot, good shot.
Jones with it. His guys down by 9. To Jackson. Al Horford rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Horford. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Allen. Grayson Allen powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Josh Jackson to Jaren Jackson. From the painted area, won't go down. Fires the 3. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Josh Jackson to J.R. Smith.
Big pick right there.
Nah, he's gonna go right there.
Won't go.
My ball, my ball.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Stuffs it down with authority. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Jones with it. Trailing by 14. Here's Jackson down low. Stuffs it down with authority.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
I'm on D.
The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. The follow won't go either. Into the front court comes Smith. The deficit now up to a dozen. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Smith to Valanciunas. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Allen. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Scooped up, going the other way.
Hold on. Shots up.
Short jumper and a putback slam.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Jones with it. His guys trail by 10. Here comes the screen. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys. Here in this.
Substitutions, Memphis. Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, let's dump.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a look. A shot no good by Harris. They'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. It's the Sixers out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway.
Scores 100 points tonight. Everyone gets free pizza.
To Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. Memphis with the run.
Me and you.
Josh Jackson to Wade. Sizing up the defense. Wade to Jaren Jackson. 4-3. Josh Jackson is going to get a chance at 3 here. His career mark right now sits at 63%. First one goes down. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. To Richardson. Fires the 3, and Josh Richardson, zero hesitation on that one. Buries the 3.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Dwayne Wade. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Horford. Oh, he had it. Josh Jackson to Wade. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
In the front court comes Simmons. Lead is 2. To Richardson. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Dwayne Wade to Jaren Jackson. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Jackson. No good. Defense catching a break there.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious.
All right, let's bring the fire to him.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 9 and number 1, Mike Scott.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Josh Jackson to Jaren Jackson. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Yes, sir.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lays it up and in.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Jaren Jackson. Here comes the screen. Wade. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. To Wade. From long range. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. To Embiid. Here comes the screen. To Richardson. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Trying to cash in. To Embiid. Has a chance. Slams it home on the putback.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Memphis, they've got it. Dwayne Wade.
Hey, watch this screen left.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Wide open look won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Jumper's good.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.